Hey guys, so I have one subscriber that has asked quite a few questions about Tri-luma, and if you watched my first one, I did do Tri-luma. It was 2017. I got it on a trip to Cancun. Over there you don't need a prescription, so just went out and got it. I want to say it was 60 bucks. Don't really remember. I did all the research on that one, and it did say a lot about not being in the light. So I was very paranoid when I did the Tri-luma. You just did it at night, and you're supposed to turn off all the lights. I read a lot of people that have olive type complexion had problems with it. I didn't. I had the mustache. So my melasma started just right here, and I had like two little patches. I do have pictures, so I will see what I can do about posting that and making sure that people can see the before and after of my Tri-luma experience. I did read that you're only supposed to use it for like a month, and then you're supposed to stop. There's something, and again, if you watch my prior videos, there was something in the Tri-luma that wants you to take a break because it causes cancer. I'm not exactly sure what that ingredient is, and I keep saying that I'm going to look it up, and I keep forgetting. But because of that, I did not put it all over my face. I just used it on my trouble spots. So whether or not how much better it is than the Musely, I'm not quite sure, because the Musely I used all over my face. I didn't have that fear. I didn't have the fear of the light. So I put it all over my face, and then also with the Musely I had a big spot on my forehead. So I did do the Musely all over my face, so it's probably a lot more dramatic for me than the Tri-luma, because I just did the Tri-luma on my melasma mustache, because at that point that was the only part of my body that was really bothering me. So I looked at the pictures earlier. It is about the same time frame. I feel like after about a month, 6 weeks or so, it did go away. I remember peeling with the Tri-luma. Like I said, I didn't use it on my face. The times that I tried to use it on the whole part of my face, my skin would start peeling. I did have a little bit of peeling with the Musely. I didn't do it twice a day, so not sure. Tri-luma you only did once a day, because I believe it's a lot stronger. So I'm not sure about if that's that big of a difference. I feel like my Musely experience was more positive. It could be because I have you guys to share it with. And then with the Tri-luma, I kind of just went on it by myself. I have a spot on my ear. I don't know if you can see it right here. I've been wanting to try the Musely right there just to see, and maybe do like a day where like I take a picture every single day at the exact same time in the same light and see how fast it takes it to fade, or if it does fade. I'm not sure. But the Tri-luma, that was 3 years ago. From the pictures, it looks like it took like a month for it to go away. I also, because I got it in Mexico, I was super stingy with it, and that's another reason why I didn't use it on my whole face, because I was scared the mustache would come back. It did come back, like very lightly, like maybe like right here, but not to the point where it bothered me. So as far as like the Tri-luma's lasting effects, it didn't really come back after I used it. I used it for a month. I feel like there was some spot, like some like where I would go back and use it just as a touch up here and there. I ended up letting my mother-in-law use it, and I never got it back. So I'm not sure. I didn't use it for very long, but I do think that it stayed. Like, I don't feel like the melasma came back, maybe lightly right here, but for the most part, it did not come back. Again, I am in Texas. This 3 years ago, it lightly started to come back, but I felt like the melasma came back in other areas. So my forehead was what was really bothering me, right in through here. I did go to the river yesterday. I did get some sun. I tried to keep on a hat. But I did some Tarzan into the river, so it's hard to keep on a hat when you're jumping off of a cliff. So I always wear sunscreen. I didn't reapply the sunscreen a lot. In fact, I only applied it once. I should have been better about that while I was at the river. But as far as the difference in the two, I get way off topic. I am out there. I'm a mess. I do feel like my Musely experience was better. I didn't have the same fear that I had with the Tri-luma. My best friend's works for a doctor's clinic, and so her doctor wrote me a prescription for the Tri-luma, but when I went to go get it filled, they just didn't have it there, is what led me to Musely. The Musely seemed like a very streamlined process. I took pictures. I did it all online. I didn't have any holdups. They just sent it to me. I got my second prescription because I at first I put that I didn't want automatic refills. Then I was like, well, let me have one more just so I have some extra, and I can do like 2 or 3 times a week. It came in yesterday. It just charged and came in. So I feel like the Musely is so much easier, and that's why I was so much more skeptical. It's easier to get my hands on. It's easier to get a prescription. I don't have the fear of the sunlight. I swear I hated my mustache, and that might have led to the fear, because when I put it on, I was so scared from the reviews that it would get worse, that like I would put it on, turn off the lights, and if the kids came in, I would cover my face with a sheet or something to try to keep the light from being on my face. So I was extra paranoid. And when I used the Tri-luma, did I have to be that paranoid? I'm not sure. The forehead bothered me. The mustache, I'm a female. The mustache bothered me a lot more, so I was extra paranoid. Like I said, I didn't really come back. Maybe a little bit, but not really. So I feel like the Tri-luma held up. Is the Musely going to hold up? I'm not sure. Like I said, it's summer in Texas, and I have 3 kids. My kids have friends. We go to the river. We go out and about, and I'm always on the go. So if it holds up, I'll let you know. Time will tell. Both of them worked. Tri-luma did work for me. I'm not knocking it. It just seems like the Musely, because it's online, it's just a lot easier to get a hold of. And then I don't have that fear of the sunlight. Should I have the fear of the sunlight? Maybe. Also, the Musely, because it has a recurring subscription, I'm assuming it doesn't have the same cancer risk as the Tri-luma. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. That's my assumption based on, I know that Tri-luma, they don't want you to use it very often or for long periods of time. So that's my uneducated, I have a degree in political science, I'm not a doctor, uneducated thought process. Both worked. It's been 3 years. I don't remember if there was like a weird smell or I will say with the Musely, it kind of gets everywhere. And if you taste it, it tastes like you have something on your face. So it doesn't taste that good, but I might be putting too much on, and so I haven't broke out in hives or something because I consumed it, or I'm not eating it. It's just like I put it all over my face, and then sometimes it might creep over my mouth. I don't know. But it doesn't, if you get it in your mouth, it doesn't taste good. It definitely tastes like it's a chemical, but I'm not advocating eating it or trying to eat it. It's not a good thing. So anyway, both worked. I feel like my Musely experience has been a lot more positive. Feel like it was a lot easier to get a hold of. Didn't have to try to find a doctor in the area. I think a specialist, my copay is $50, and for the Musely it was $20, so it seems like it was cheaper. But that's it. That's all I got. Overall, they both work. We'll see which one holds up better. I'll talk to you later. Bye.